Shifting focus now to torrential rains and floods that have battered parts of India and Pakistan. Rains and flooding struck the Kartarpur Sahib Gurudwara in Pakistan, one of Sikhism's holiest shrines. Kartarpur Sahib is located 4.5 kilometers away from the India-Pakistan border and is visible to devotees in India. 3 transboundary rivers in the east of Pakistan have swollen to dangerously high levels. In India, fierce rains have claimed dozens of lives across various states. A landslide near Vaishno Devi Shrine in Jammu struck havoc. Take a look at our next report.
One of India's most prominent pilgrimages, Vaishno Devi Yatra, temporarily suspended on Tuesday afternoon. Heavy rains over the past 3 days triggered massive landslides in the Ardh-Kuwari area of Riyasi district.
We have got information about a landslide in the Indraprastha area in which some people have died and some are injured. Rescue operations are underway. 5 bodies have been brought into Community Health Center Katra, and we have information about 10-11 injured persons.
Suddenly, lightning struck, which was followed by a mudslide and boulders started rolling down the hills. A tin shed slid down and hit me here. It threw me back. Then a large boulder came rolling down, and at 10 to 12 of us got trapped under it.
Quick response rescue teams rushed to the affected areas in the Union Territory. Communication lines for millions were cut off. There was widespread damage to optical fibers of all service providers. Intense rains left the Tawi and Chenab rivers overflowing well beyond their danger levels. Cave-ins on the Tawi bridge left cars teetering, panic and chaos grabbing center stage. In Doda district, rising waters of the Chenab River brought the Doda bridge under severe threat, sparking fears of structural damage. Across the district, road connectivity was disrupted due to landslides and falling boulders, which cut off many villages. Several flights were affected due to poor visibility. Dozens of trains were cancelled.
It started to flood from 3 a.m. At least 4 houses have been washed away today. Yesterday, 7 houses were washed away. Till now, around 20 houses have been washed away.
Authorities deployed vehicles with loudspeakers to warn residents against venturing near water bodies, appealing to people to remain indoors.
We have rescued almost all those living nearby the Chenab River. If anyone is left out, we appeal that they leave as soon as possible to higher grounds. To the people of Doda City, Baidarwa and Kishtwar, we request them not to leave their houses under any circumstances.
A few days earlier, on the 24th of August, a bridge over the Seher Khad River near the Jammu-Pathankot National Highway in Kathua district was ravaged by currents from the river below. At least 60 people have been killed in Jammu and Kashmir in August due to the floods. On the 23rd of August, heavy rain followed by a mudslide hit the Tharali town of Chamoli district in Uttarakhand. And this was one of a series of landslide incidents across the state, including Tharali village in Uttarkashi. In Himachal Pradesh too, incessant rainfall has wreaked havoc. The Bias River here is swollen well above the danger mark. Infrastructure has taken a major hit. In Kullu district alone, 130 roads have been closed due to damage. Connectivity has been severely affected. Arunachal Pradesh, a landslide struck the Balipara-Charidwar-Tawang National Highway in Dirang. Visuals show boulders rolling down hills, hitting vehicles as people run in panic to save themselves. Scientists and weather forecasters have pinned the blame for floods and landslides in recent years on climate change. Year after year, a disaster happens during the monsoon season.
Few people on Earth will have experienced an earthquake this powerful. Or one where the shaking seemed like it would never stop.
We saw people running out from houses. Everyone was running to the city square where we were because it was an open area. And then in 15 to 20 minutes, it started shaking again.
Cool heads kept a cancer patient safe during surgery in an 8.8 magnitude quake, the sixth most powerful in the last 2 centuries. Occurring on a fault notorious for causing tsunamis and where seismic stress has been building since the last mega quake here in 1952. The epicentre was here, just off the Kamchatka Peninsula, on the Kuril-Kamchatka Trench, where the Pacific tectonic plate dives under the Okhotsk and North American plates. A tsunami's power comes from the fault on the seafloor, where tension builds on the moving plates. In this case, 6 metres worth of movement held back over 7 decades. When that tension is released, it causes a megathrust earthquake, a sudden upwards jolt of the seafloor that shifts the ocean sitting on top, sending a tsunami wave outwards. Close to the epicentre, like here in the Kuril Islands, a wave reported to be up to 5 metres surged inland. The lack of people in the region a likely factor in no fatalities being reported, at least so far. But tremors and rockfalls appeared to be just as terrifying to its sea lion population, filmed escaping into chaotic seas. Given the size of the quake, warnings were issued across the Pacific. Warnings heeded in Japan, hyper-vigilant following the 2011 tsunami that killed nearly 20,000 people.
I was very scared. The warnings were for all over Japan, so I was frankly scared.
The waves arrived but were mild compared to what this country has endured before.